Hey guys, it's Paul. I want to give you an introduction today to Zendesk and everything it can do for your business. I use it every day. If you contact me, you will create a Zendesk ticket. So if anybody's ever emailed me, it creates a ticket, and then I always know how to get back to people. It's great for customer service, customer support. It's a great tool for using a live chat box, a live support area. I've also got a full Zendesk training guide area where people will come and ask me certain questions, and here's my frequently asked questions or announcements, anything I've got to say. Generally, a lot of people come to me for training, for Zoho training, so I built out my whole training on this Zendesk. I've got a pop up that's probably a little bit annoying there. And, this help button down here is where I can use live chat. When I go to my actual training, everything that's linked in my training, whether it's the contact form or an email address to send to me, creates tickets so that I know that who's asked me questions and I've got back to them. So I'm going to give you a full introduction. I'm going to take you into the back end. I'm going to give you as much information as I can about each area. Hopefully it'll help, and we'll get straight into it. Right, sorry, iCloud seems to be moving all my files about, and I was just trying to save where I wanted to be, and it's, God love Apple, they keep changing stuff. So, first things first though, just do me a favour and pause me at this point and tell me why you're here. Why are you watching this video? What are you looking to get out of Zendesk? Is it a new company that you're working for, a new company that you set up, or it's your own company and you're looking for a ticketing system, or you're looking to migrate from somewhere else? Just pause me and let me know where you are in the world, why you're watching it. It helps me do better videos for you every year. It helps me know what videos I can provide you, and I'll be able to comment back to you as I do to everybody, and give you some better information too. So just pause me at this point and tell me why you're here. Right, I'm going to take you a walk around my back end, my Zendesk, and what I'll say at this point as well is if you watch this on YouTube, you'll see that I'll break out into timings exactly where each sort of section starts. I'll just put a chapter and starts at 13 minutes and so for you to jump straight in. But I'm going to log in and walk around my Zendesk. So everybody gets a .zendesk.com domain. And what happens is it'll show me any open tickets. I'm not going to open these. I'm going to create a few tickets going forward that we can play with. Obviously, this has got people's information in it. I don't want to show you people's email addresses and things like that. But so this is basically the area where if somebody's emailed me or somebody's hit my contact form, it's going to end up in a ticket in this point, right? This is just a view where I can see anything open, anything suspended. I generally get on top of all my tickets. I don't like people hanging. I like to reply straight away to people. So I always jump on that. Analytics section, as I'm a one-man army, I don't spend a whole lot of time in here. But the last 30 days, I've had 20 new tickets. Solved 16. I've got 2 that we've seen that need finishing. Agent touches 55. And then obviously a settings area. I'll go through all this stuff. I'll dive in and show you all different things you can do. You can create Facebook. You can create tickets via your Facebook page, via Twitter. You obviously can add a widget to your website, all that sort of stuff. Then there's API and channel integrations, all sorts of fun, funky stuff that Zoho can do. So up in the corner here, when you open this out, you're going to get the guide. So what you saw on that other page is my guide, so I can go in and edit a category or add a new article. And again, I'll jump to a section, have a look below, I'll show you how to do this. But this is where my frequently asked questions are, where people can say, is this important or not, and they can leave a comment. It's a real, a user knowledge base for not only your customers, but you can do it for your staff as well. You can have a private one for your staff. Chat, anybody coming to your website, you can view the chat and talk directly with people. Again, I'm going to come back through to this in a few chapters time. This is where I can jump in. I don't personally do it a lot anymore, because obviously I'm doing videos like this and I'm doing training, and I don't have time as much to chat with people as much as I'd like. But it's a really cool feature. If you've got somebody there, you've got some sort of launch going on and you want to talk live to people, you want to see where they've come from, it's a really cool function. Talk is, I don't use this. I did do the trial. I think it'll say your trial's finished. But this is where you can, Zendesk will tell you people still want phone supports. People still want, you've got an issue, I'm going to call you, and then you can record the conversation and then add notes to it and then follow up and do that stuff like that. I hate phones, so I'm not a big fan of phone support. But if you need to get somebody on a phone, you do need phone support. So Talk's a really cool feature. I'm not able to show you Talk because, as I say, I don't use it and I don't pay for it. I'm not sure how much it is. And I think that is, I don't know what Cell is. I'll pause you and have a look at, make a big deal. Sales tool. So I'll have a look at that and add it to the end, but I don't use Cell either. I'll just show you what I use, because I think for a lot of you, you'll get the gist of exactly what it can do. Okay, let's get pricing out of the way now. Let's talk about pricing. Now, I'm lucky that I've been with Zendesk quite a while, so I actually only pay $1 a month. £1 a month. I pay £12 a year for what I use Zendesk for. But because I signed up 3 or 4 years ago, I've got legacy pricing. I've got a great deal. I mean, I'm just going to use it forever at £12 a year, aren't I? It's gone up now since then. Track prioritize, so support, the ticketing stuff is $5 a month per agent per month. You're going to, obviously, it's going to have different tiers and different areas, different things you can do. I probably won't go through pricing in this video too much, because obviously there's different areas, different like this, different suites, different parts that you will need that you don't need. So I'm going to show you everything that I use it for, and then we'll have a quick look again later about, we'll break it into these areas of look. So this is kind of what I get into. Support, guide, chat. I don't get Talk, but for £75 a month per user. So it comes in and you can break down between each one again. Omni-channel support with email, chat, phone, that's cool. Knowledge base, that's cool. Reporting analytics, cool. Platform extensibility, so you want to be able to link it to different apps, roles and permissions. So then this is going to go into the more expensive version, chat widget and branding. So they take off the little link that says powered by Zendesk. If I go to contact me here, Zendesk, take off that. Probably put your own logo there. All powered satisfaction and a 24-hour support. So £75 a month gets you what I'm going to show you. $5 a month is the real beginner ticket system that you would need. Okay, I'll keep talking about it as I go through to try and explain that. Right, so let's talk about the main important part, which is ticketing. I'm going to show you the contact box, the contact form, and how to email direct via your Zendesk email and a forwarding email first. Then I'll show you funkier stuff when it gets to connecting to Facebook and people talking to you on Facebook and stuff like that. And Twitter, people, if people mention you or something on Twitter, you can create tickets to chase it up. So first and foremost, though, let's talk contact widget. So if you've added this widget to your website, all you do, oh no, I'm in the wrong place here. You're going to be in your support area. You will go to settings, widget. You can edit and create, set up your widget as you would like, and then you basically add this code to your header or footer code. What did it say? Yeah, just above the head code, and it adds a help button to every page on your website, right, or wherever you want it to show. So obviously, like any help button, what this help button actually does, it'll say chat if you go live, but I'm just going to leave it as this. So we're going to do your name, help box test. it's gonna make you're gonna make sense of it when you see why I keep using these different names, because I've got to remember where tickets come from, and I've just played around and I need to change it. So help box test at paulnicholson.com. I need to add a help box to my website. Send. Thanks for reaching out. We'll get back to you soon. So that's one option on this. Obviously, the next one's submit a question. So you would get people to come to this website and log in. The thing with submit a question is they've got to set up an account. So I'll come back to submit a question because the emails just come through, right? So this email, welcome to Paul Nicholson, pre-created account, please click the link. So when they've created when they've created a ticket, it also creates an account for them. This is so that they can track their ticket, they can track their information. So I'm going to copy that link just because it won't open in a default browser. I'm going to paste and go, and it's going to say I need to add a help box. Uses your ticket number, and then add a password, right? Don't save. And that logs you in to the help, and you're going to be able to see this is my ticket in help. Yeah, so they've created an account. Here's your ticket, and I have been emailed. You have been assigned to this ticket. I need help with my website, right? This is where you're going to get it confusing because I'm using the same email address. Your request has been received and is being processed. So this has gone to the person who created the account to help bot test. This one is what the user or the agent gets. This is me, Paul Nicholson. You have been assigned a ticket. I'm sorry this is going to get confusing, but it's kind of hard for me to do it without setting up 10 different email addresses, and I really can't bother to do it. So the customer gets this. Your request has been received and is being viewed by our staff. I get this. You have been assigned a ticket, so I can click on that and jump into that ticket. So I see customer's email address. I need to add a ticket, right? So I'm just going to put hi help box. How can I help? Right, submit as open, or I can submit it as solved if it's closed, right? You can hear the emails go off. There's the emails. This will be so here's the receive, right? Your request has been updated to additional comments, reply to this email. So here's the how can I help, right? I need to help box in my website. So that person would just reply to you just click reply. You would just click reply to the email. Again, it's going to go funky because it's my email it's coming from, not the actual customer, but just the customer would just reply, okay? If I go back here and refresh this, you can also come into this. I just need to know the code, please. Submit. There's the beep. This comes to me. I just need to know the code. I go back here. I just need to know the code, please, right? Oh, this is really cool, actually. It's a cloud app I use. If you don't use the cloud app, it's really good at saving videos or pictures or things like that. I'll show you that in integrations in a bit. Obviously then, so I might just go here, just go to the widget. Set up, grab the code, go back to the ticket. It's this one. I need a help box for my site. Paste in the code. There you go. If If you need anything else, just let me know, right? Submit as solved. And that ticket's closed. When I go back to that now, it drops off my open tickets, then I don't need to answer to it. Customer gets an email. Your request to be updated. Here's your code. There you go. If you need anything else. And I'd say they would just reply to the email because that's emails is my email. Then that is it. It's done, right? Great, thanks. Done. So what I'll do is I'll let this will come through. Here it comes. It's beeped on my phone. Great, thanks. And I'll just show you. I can just straight out reply as long as you leave your reply above the line. No problem. Glad I could help. Email fest. Let me go back to the customer. If I refresh that, then that's going to happen, right? So you've got this on every for every ticket that happens, for every ticket that goes through. This is the process. You get an email. The customer gets an email. I'll actually show you a better version of this in the next step. And you can do it from your email. You don't need to do it from logging into anywhere. So let me show the really easy way of doing it as well by the email version. Right, let me show you how it works via email, because this is what I use it for probably the most, even though I have a support box on my website and a contact form. This is the easiest way for it to work to me. In my settings, on the email settings, I've got 3 emails. The default is support@paulnicholson.zendesk.com. So that is, everybody gets a .zendesk.com email, depending on what you've set the domain up to be up here, right? So mine's obviously paulnicholson.zendesk.com. So my email becomes support at. So if somebody just emails that address, it creates a ticket. I've also got 2 forwarding email addresses, support@paulnicholson.com and support@happy-me.com for the Happy Me stuff I do. So what happens, right? I'm going to log into my Gmail that I never use, compose an email that is to support@paulnicholson.com. So if you want to contact me, email that email address and it creates a ticket. Test email delivery. Support. Testing email delivery. How is it going? Send, right? Ticket created. Direct to email. So I should get a beep if I'm not marked as spam. The first thing I'll do is I'll get a reply. Did I send it to the right email? This shows you how much I just don't use this. It was my dad's birthday the other day. Yeah, I did remember that, to be fair. So I'm just waiting for... Did I send it to the right place? All right. So here's the reply, right? So here's the email. Welcome to Polygon Support, pre-created account. Please click the link below to create a password and sign in. This is a place where you can create a ticket. I don't know if it does that for everybody. Test email delivery. Yeah, I guess it does it for everybody. And it's a bit annoying that they have to set up an account to talk to me, but I've just got an email there saying I've been assigned a ticket. It probably logged me out of my system. So here is an email. This is the email that I, as the agent, as the technical support, get. Testing email delivery, how is it going? And here is, you've set your account up, you've confirmed that you're not a spammer, and now it's your request has been received and has been reviewed by our staff to add additional comments, reply to this email. So reply, I need it today. So I can add stuff to that comment, which just adds it to the ticket. And wait for the beep. Come on. The forwarding makes it a little slower because obviously it's got to bounce through another email address. It's going to bump on top of this ticket when it comes through. Come on. Every time I do these live videos, if I do it when there's nobody watching, then it's as fast as anything. Obviously, at any point I can reply to this as well, so I won't drag it out too long as I'll slow. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, all working. Go back to here. This person's going to get a reply. Bounce, bounce. There it is. And there it is. There's the email coming through from them. Testing. Yeah, all working. And then the system has just given it, I need it today. So it's email, it's bouncing around, but it does work. It does work usually. So you can see that works via email. They send an email to me, support@paulnicholson.com, and it creates a ticket, right? What also can happen is if somebody emails me, paul@paulnicholson.com. I often spell it wrong and people say you sent this to the wrong one again, Paul. Help, please, direct contact, right? So if they email me direct, hello, Paul, I need your help. You can send me emails direct, but for me to be able to track it, to make sure that when I log into my Zendesk, because I've logged out now, and because it's just when I log in, I want to be able to see what I've got on. Right, so let me log in. Well, I'll show you what I mean. Close the preview. Oh man. Guide admin. Support. So you've emailed me direct, right? So I've just got this email, Paul, from my Gmail account, right? Blue Jeans Paul. Hello, Paul, I need your help. Now, if that just sat on my email, I wouldn't be able to track it properly. I wouldn't be able to know that I've replied to that person. So all I do is forward it to my support email. And because it knows I'm in the system as the agent, it's going to create the ticket for me. So it's just going to create the ticket from that forwarded information. So when I go back to this Gmail, at some point it's going to get an email saying you've got a ticket created. Right. Let me go back here. So here we go. Help, please direct contact. I get an email saying you have been assigned a ticket. So even though I sent it to myself, I've assigned the ticket. I've put this in my system. So now that I've got a direct email, but I've just bounced it to my support system, and now I've got a ticket. No problem. How can I help? And I've got an easier paper trail of what's happened, right? Submit open. If I go to the Gmail, look, your request has been received. And then there's a second one there. No problem, how can I help? So that is how to, very confusingly, how to create a ticket via a direct email, create a ticket via the support email. But you can see now that you can manage those tickets once they're created. You can really click in and see what's happened. Go back, and I like to keep it next to nothing. Obviously, I've got 2 there. I've actually completed that one. training link. In fact, I've completed both of them. I'm not going to click on them because it'll show you their email addresses. So right, I know that was confusing, but I think you get the point. If somebody emails you, it creates a ticket, and you get assigned the ticket. You can reply direct. You can reply in the ticket system. You can reply on the phone. Right. So next, if I'm going to try and show you the Facebook Messenger. Right. I'm going to try and show you Facebook. Somebody messages, somebody writes on the wall. So I've linked my Facebook page and I've set it up. This isn't how to set it up. This is how it'll work. Include wall posts, include messages, includes private messages, right? So that's what I'm worried about for now. I may do training videos or training sections later, or you'll be able to find videos now to set this up, right? So if I go, this isn't me on my profile. I've just got two profiles for me to just show you because I can't talk to myself, right? So if I go to my page and let it load, if I write on this page, like, why is it not showing message? Oh my god. Oh, chat, contact. Right, if I write on this page, hello, Zendesk, wall, post, test, and post, I'm going to get a ticket created. Eventually, when it picks up that wall post, right? I'm just going to jump back out and turn my messenger on. Yeah, honestly, people say to me, why don't you prepare for stuff like this, Paul? You try and do these videos and prepare for this. It's just, yeah. Right, I've got a send a message box button. I finally found the setting to turn it on. Anyway, so if somebody comes to my page and clicks send message, hello, Paul, message, ticket, test. Right? It will create a ticket within my Zendesk. Here is the wall post ticket that created. So this was the one we did before. For you, it was probably a minute ago. For me, it was about 15 minutes ago. Reply on wall look. Yeah, all works. Need anything else? So if somebody writes on your Facebook wall, it'll create a ticket. Again, you can reply. Submit is open. You can go to the ticket created here. Reply again. Reply via email. Yes. Wall post. Reply on email too. And send. This is the message box ticket that's just been created. So now I've got a ticket here. Yes, wall post. So if I go to the wall post, if I go to the person, they're going to get a message saying, Paul Nicholson commented on your post. So I go to the wall post, and here are those two replies I've just done, right? So here's the ticket that was created. Yes, all works. And here was the email reply. So these people are replying to people in your Facebook without being on your Facebook. They're doing it from your ticketing system, right? This is these three. So now I've also got the message, hello message ticket, right? Reply via messenger. Hello, Paul 2. You all look like me. Submit. You're going to get a reply here when the system sets it up. Come on. I'm just going to go again. I can reply via the email. Direct to messenger via email. So I can send that direct from my email. Let me go back. Come on. It's the last thing that needs to work. Just waiting for it to go through. So here's a message. Here's I sent it via a note. I didn't make it public. Via page message. When it's yellow, it's private. I must have clicked on this, right? Submit as open. That time, yeah, it all works. So this is the email reply. Here you go. Here's the email reply, and there's that reply I've just done. So you can see that you can post direct to a Facebook wall, and you can directly message and create tickets and interact without being inside your Facebook. You can get your ticket agents to do it. Hopefully that helps. Hopefully it makes sense. Right, so let's talk live chat box now. I'm going to start trying to wrap it up because I know it's getting longer and longer. So in the bottom here, it just says help at the minute, right? So if I go back to my login, oh man. If I go back to my back end and go up here this time to chat, I'm just going to say, do you want notifications? But I don't want it to. And I'm going to turn myself online, right? When I go online here, this box goes to say chat, right? So when I'll turn it off. I'll go invisible. And now it says help. So the difference between help and chat is there's a contact form versus a chat box. So let me turn myself back on. Help, right? So now introduce yourself. Chat box, email address, because I wanted people's emails. If they drop off, you want to be able to talk to them. Hello, chat box. Start chatting, right? So I'm going to get a little notification. It would have popped up, but I've turned it off, right? Serve one request. Hey, chat box. Hey, chat box. Hey, Paul. Right. Oh, good. So I can see information come direct. It would tell me if they come from somewhere else. Information coming through on the ticket system saying they've come through. I can export the transcript, ban the visitor, add information if they tell me. So if I said, what's your number? Obviously, then they would go your name, and I can add that information up here. I can say looking to chat about, I don't know, a new video, something like that. So you can see it's just a chat box. I can close it, leave it, options. Can add a file if they want. They can turn the sound off, or they could just end the chat. Chat was cool. Or they could have skipped it, right? So chat has been rated. Chat box comment. Chat was cool. And that's just the live chat box. And then I'm going to get an email. And everybody's going to get an email. With the transcript, right? So both people got their chat, the email. So I got the email. Here's the information. Here's the private notes. So I got the notes on where they came from, the note on what I wrote, and the transcript. The customer just got the transcript of what you both said to each other. So flew through it, but a chat box is a chat box, right? So I'm going to end it there because it's got quite long. This was just a beginner introduction. It wasn't how to do everything. It was just showing you the capabilities of everything. So you've seen the Facebook boxes and the emails and the tickets and the live chat boxes and the frequently asked question knowledge base guide. It's really cool. There's a lot more integrations, a lot more things it can do. It can trigger to your CRM. It can connect to many other different things. It's a really cool platform. I use it every day. I really just reply to people direct. People will always say, I'm surprised at how fast you reply. It's because I just reply to an email and it serves a ticket. Or I just jump in and say, oh man, I haven't got back to that person. And like you'll see, I've got I mean, my latest one was what, ticket 700, 695, 698. I've got nothing in my queue. I serve people straight away, and I think that's the best thing you can do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a training course on everything that I've shown you, and break it down into separate lessons, and you can come in and ask me, how do I do this or how do I do that? And on my other YouTube channel, Paul Dickelson Training, I'll add videos. Everything's not working. I'll create a training course for free. Dive in, I'll add videos. If other people have created videos already on certain things, that'll be cool. Then I'll just say, this is how you do that. This is how you add Twitter. This is how you add Instagram or whatever. I'm not sure if it does Instagram. But I'll put a link below. You know, hopefully this has helped. I know it's scatty. It always is when I do videos where I'm talking to myself. But I hope you've got some understanding now what Zendesk can do. And I hope you dive in and have a play and see if it's worthwhile trying it out for you guys. So I hope it helps. See you all again soon. Cheers, guys.